It starts quietly. No one even notices at first. You're maybe 7 years old, and you're staring into the eyes of a parent who is falling apart. Maybe it's addiction. Maybe it's a rage that fills the house. Or maybe it's a silence so heavy, it just swallows the entire room. And right then, something ancient and instinctual clicks inside of you. If I don't hold everything together, no one will. This is how a child disappears, not physically, emotionally. They start to smile a little more and cry a lot less. They learn to study the room before they dare speak. They become the emotional thermostat of the home, a tiny adult trapped in a tiny body, and the world actually applauds them for it. You hear things like, "You're so mature for your age, so responsible, you're so strong." But what no one ever asks is, at what cost? This is the invisible grief of growing up too fast, because the effects don't just vanish when you leave home. They grow with you. They shape you. They follow you into your relationships, into your work, and into the reflection you see in the mirror. And if you don't understand what happened to you, you just keep living in the same survival patterns that once saved you, but are now quietly destroying you. This is called parentification. It's when the child becomes the caretaker, the peacekeeper, the family therapist, the protector. And his role, taken on so early, fundamentally rewires the brain. You learn, you're constantly scanning for danger, walking on eggshells. You learn to trade your authentic self for attachment. You trade your own needs for a feeling of safety. And so, you disappear again, not in body and spirit, in your place. A performer grows. The good child, the overachiever, the therapist friend, the one who never, ever asks for anything. You wear this mask so well, for so long, that you forget it's even a mask. But deep inside, something still aches. It's the child you had to bury, and they're re-whispering, "Why didn't anyone protect me?" As an adult, this gets even more complicated. You become fiercely, almost stubbornly, hyper-independent. You refuse help. You're suspicious of softness and kindness. Happiness can feel numb or foreign. You mistake complete and utter exhaustion for a sign of your own worth. You don't even notice that you're still living in survival mode, because for you, chaos became normal. Peace feels unsafe. Stillness feels wrong. And love. Love feels like a debt you have to keep repaying. This is the true cost of growing up too fast. It's not just a little bit of sadness, it's complex. And why does a child step into this role in the first place? It's simple, and it's heartbreaking. Children will sacrifice anything for attachment to their caregivers, even themselves. The very thing that saved you then is what traps you now. So you grow into this high-functioning adult, but with a neglected inner child secretly pulling all the strings. You overachieve to try and earn love. You stay quiet to avoid conflict at all costs. You take care of everyone around you, except for yourself. And you carry this secret fantasy that one day, someone will finally see, will really see you. They'll see the cracks behind your strength, and they'll hold you while you finally let yourself fall apart. That fantasy belongs to the child who never got to be a child. Healing from this begins with one simple, powerful act. Witnessing, not fixing, not denying, but just saying to yourself, it did happen. It was real, and it hurt. Because I'm fine is a mask, too. One of the heaviest ones we wear. So, what does that child become in adulthood? Someone who doesn't feel safe in calm rooms. Someone who distrusts gentleness. Someone who apologizes for crying. Someone who has no idea how to receive a compliment, a gift, or help. Someone who confuses burnout with success. This is the inheritance of premature adulthood. But here is the most important truth. No one is coming to rescue the child that you buried. You have to be the one to go back for them. You have to be the one to say what no one else did. You didn't deserve that. You were just a child. You can rest now. This is what people call shadow work. It's not about pretending it didn't happen. It's not about spiritual bypassing or just staying strong. It's about turning toward the abandoned parts of yourself and saying, I see you. I hear you. And this time, I'm not leaving. It's brutal, and it's tender. It asks you, To feel the grief you never had a chance to feel. To mourn the innocence you lost. To finally cry the tears you swallowed down for years. But please hear this. Grief is not weakness. It's the feeling of thawing out. It's the very beginning of healing, and slowly you'll start to notice your patterns. Being the therapist friend for everyone. Overfunctioning in your relationships. Saying yes when every part of you wants to scream no. Being terrified of setting boundaries. These are not your personality traits. They are survival strategies. They were learned. They were conditioned. And the good news is, they can be unlearned. Ask your inner child a question. What did you need back then that you never received? Be quiet and listen. You might hear answers like, I needed to feel safe. I needed comfort. I needed someone to just ask how I felt for once. I just needed to play. And slowly, tenderly, you begin giving those things to yourself right now. Not to change the past, you can't, but to stop reliving it every single day. This is how you stop looking for parents in your partners. It's how you stop confusing the feeling of anxiety with your intuition. It's how you finally stop running from yourself. The psychologist Carl Jung said, there is no coming to consciousness without pain. And he was right. Healing requires you to face the shame, the fear, the rage, and the grief you've been carrying. It asks you to remember who you were before the world forced you to be hard. So if you grew up too fast, please hear this. Your maturity was never the issue. The issue was that you had no choice. But now, you do. You can choose softness. You can choose rest. You can choose to stop holding everyone else together and finally begin to hold yourself. It won't happen overnight. Some days, you'll slip back and feel like a scared child all over again. And that's okay. Good. Even. Let that child come home. Let them cry. Let them be messy. Let them play. Let them finally be seen by the one person who matters most. Know you. You are not broken. You are becoming whole. You may not have gotten the childhood you deserved, but you still have a future. And this time you get to be the one who writes it. If this story resonated with you, you are not alone. Please consider talking to a mental health professional who can guide you on this journey. Thank you for listening.